Are you that girl? Are you that girl who could walk into a room with 1,000 men in it and you would be attracted to the one who is going to go on to play you, ghost you, the hot and cold behaviour, the ping, the pong? One minute they are so into you and the next minute they've fallen off the face of the earth and you're not hearing a word from them. Then all of a sudden you get the 1 a.m. call, hey babe, how are you? Or the little text, what you up to? You can't help but just find these guys so attractive. You are constantly trying to win the prize. You're constantly trying to change that guy who no one else can change because you want to win the prize. You want to be the one who got him to settle down. Or maybe you just feel more comfortable being around someone who just wants some fun, or I really don't want anything serious. Let's just see where it goes. And then they're the guys that when you're sitting at the dinner table, keep their phone face down, or their phone's completely switched off, or you find out they've actually got 2 phones, or even 3 phones. The guy that never introduced you to his friends or family, but you introduce him to yours, and you just end up with the same result time after time after time, which is you sitting there in tears, feeling absolutely awful about yourself and just not knowing what you've done wrong. That's exactly how I used to be. That's exactly how I used to be. I could walk into a room with literally 1,000 men in it, and the one I would be attracted to would be literally the one that I should be running a mile away from. And I didn't realise that it was actually down to me. It was actually down to me that this was happening. It never made sense why, friends of mine would get with the decent guys and I would end up with these ones. And then I did the work. Then I looked into it and I did the work. And oh my God, it was a game changer. A game changer. So I decided that I had to share the knowledge with you. Because if you're in that situation, darling, and this is what you're doing, doesn't have to be that way. Just letting you know that, because you can make the changes within yourself so that these guys, they will not find you attractive anymore. They won't be attracted to you because they will know that you're not the sort of girl that will put up with that. And guys simply will not treat you that way anymore, because the truth of the matter is we get treated how we allow people to treat us. It is literally that simple. What you put up with, you end up with. And that is just how it goes. I decided to share the secret. So if this is what you are doing and you have had enough and all of your friends are settling down and you are literally stuck in one crappy situationship after another, it's here. Bossing your boundaries, and that is what you will be doing, darling. You will be bossing your boundaries. That's the back of it. In this book, you are going to learn how to understand the way that men think. And why? Because let's be honest, girls, we think so differently. Like a man will think one way and we'll think another, and we'll think, oh my God. But when you understand it a little bit more, it makes for much happier relationships. You'll stop settling for dead end relationships, because let's be honest, who has got the time? Like, who has got the time? You recognise Mr. Right from Mr. Wrong, and trust me, after reading this, you will be recognising Mr. Right from Mr. Wrong. Transform your approach to relationships, which means that you're going to look for different things in somebody to what you are now, which is what? Sexual attraction. They're really good looking. Oh, they're 6'6", 6 foot, 6 figures, 6-pack. That doesn't keep you warm at night, darling. That doesn't keep you warm at night. Recognise your ideal man when you meet him, because let's be honest, if I asked you who your ideal man was, it probably wouldn't be the person who would actually be your ideal man. Create the love that you've dreamed of, because you're never going to find it in these guys that you're meeting. It's never going to happen. You'll raise your self-worth, and that way you are not going to want to win the prize, because you'll realise that that kind of guy, my darling, is a booby prize. You'll improve the relationship that you have with yourself. The relationship that you have with yourself, my darling, is the most important relationship that you're ever going to have in your life. Because when you change the relationship that you have with yourself, everything in the world changes around it. Grab that book, Bossing Your Boundaries. Click on my email link and it is available. Let me know what you think of it, because let me tell you, it's 350 pages of pure gold. The feedback has been absolutely outstanding, but I'd like to know from you as well. So I've only got one thing left to say to you. Go get him. Go get him.